Noah Simmons with your campus weather forecast for Thursday, March 14th. Well, we open things up with a severe thunderstorm watch anywhere highlighted in this blue, stretching from about Joplin all the way up through the I-44 corridor and even up into Illinois. And we're in that blue, that's that severe thunderstorm watch. It's actually going to start at 10 a.m. and expires at noon today. So we could see a couple severe thunderstorms, especially east and southeast of here we are in Columbia, southeast of that's where we could see some of those severe thunderstorms. Over the last 12 hours, though, we've seen some thunderstorms just batter northern sections of Missouri. We had a little bit move through Columbia about 6, 7 a.m. and it dropped a hefty amount of precipitation. You probably heard that thunder and saw some of that lightning around this morning. There's a little cell just south of Columbia. I'm not going to focus in on it too much because this is a pre-recorded forecast. So in about a half an hour, this is going to be out of here and we won't have to worry about it necessarily. As we go hour by hour, I do think we see some dry time and even some clearing. If we can get some clearing, we can see some sunshine. We can see some of that storm fuel and instability. If we can get some of that sunshine, that could help aid in some of that severe potential later this afternoon. Nonetheless, though, temperatures warm up to those lower 70s once those clouds start to diminish a little bit. And then by 3, 4 p.m., we see a few discrete storms start to fire up along the I-44 corridor. And eventually, as we go throughout later in the evening, we see a little bit of a line start to develop. This isn't necessarily verbatim. This line could set up a little bit closer to Columbia. It could set up a little bit closer to, say, Rolla. So definitely something we'll have to monitor over the next few hours for that severe potential. After that, though, the storms do clear out after dinner time tonight and will eventually clear out overnight Thursday. And by the time we get into Friday morning, we might see some sunshine. The main threats of this severe weather are going to be large hail and damaging winds. Hail anywhere from about a nickel to perhaps a golf ball size on the high scale. That's what we could be seeing today with some of these severe storms. Again, flooding and tornadoes, a lower potential, although they're not zero. So something to keep in mind as you go throughout later this afternoon and later this evening. Over the next few hours, I do think we do see some dry time, especially in the late morning, early afternoon. I think it's between 3 and about 7 p.m. That's when we have to watch some of those storms start to fire up in central Missouri. So today, high of about 74 degrees. Again, scattered storms throughout the area later this afternoon and into this evening. And then tonight, we'll have a cold front pushing in. That's going to help aid those storms and eventually push those storms south and east, especially after dinner time. Our low will be about 43 degrees tonight. Looking ahead, extended. We just got to get through today before we'll cool things off and usher in calmer weather for Friday and even this weekend. Look at Monday, though. We might need our winter jacket. We'll have temperatures in those 40s, but we will rebound by the time we get into next week.